Welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host Barry, and this is the 2024 Rockwood Mini Lite 2511S. The 2511S is a compact floor plan built with solo travelers or couples in mind. As you can see, when I come through the entranceway here, we're in this combined kitchen, living room, entertainment center space. It's all right here, and thanks to the slide, it does feel pretty spacious. Now, this is a rear bathroom model, and the bathroom has this nice big sliding barn door here that gives you some privacy, but it's well sized and well equipped. We have storage in the form of a nice tall closet. We've got a medicine cabinet and storage below the sink, a foot flush toilet, a glass enclosure shower with a skylight above. There's even the Shower Miser water system on board. Now, we have a video about that too. We'll link it above. You'll see a little thing pop up in the top right. If you want to learn more about that system, it can save you water while boondocking. Up on top, we have an exhaust fan that's covered by a Max Air vent. That means that you can run your fan even in a rainstorm and not have to worry about that water coming down into the camper. I think that's a pretty slick thing that they're including from the factory. Stepping out of the bathroom back into that combined space, right across from our entertainment center, which does have some storage down below and a pretty cool little electric fireplace that's going to be putting out heat in the winter time, we have our theater seating. Now, this has recliners as well as electric lumbar support. So there's a couple of little buttons down low on either side, and that's going to take that lumbar in or out, just adjusting the comfort for you as needed. Now, Rockwood has done something kind of cool this year that I like. They've given us these nifty little side tables for eating at. So instead of having a folding table that we have to drag around, we have these guys that move. They're mounted to these big metal struts. They're adjustable in the sense that they can be raised up or down. They can swing in or out. And we can completely remove them from the couch so that they're just not even there. And we don't even have to think about them. Just sitting on it like a regular sofa watching your TV. Now, the kitchen is kind of built in all around this. Notice just to the left of the couch, we have our Magic Chef 12-volt refrigerator. This is a nice and spacious fridge. It's got a big freezer compartment up top, as well as a decent-sized refrigerator compartment. I think it's a great addition, and location-wise, it's pretty good because as soon as we come through the door, it's immediately accessible. Now, the kitchen itself is compact. So we have a giant single basin stainless steel sink with a high-rise faucet. It does have a sink cover here just to give us more counter space should we need it. There's a Magic Chef microwave, 3-burner stove with an oven down below, plenty of drawers for storage, a little bit of cabinetry up top, and they've even given us a solid surface extension for the countertop here that just lifts up and click locks into place, and that's going to just allow us more prep space should we need it. There's a little panel up here on the wall above our GFCI outlets. Notice there's plenty of those. And this little panel is connected back to our solar. This is our monitor for our charge controller, and that ties into that 200-watt panel on the roof. I think that's pretty cool just for keeping all of your systems topped off and ready to go. This particular unit is equipped with a single AC, but for being just at 25 feet and pretty small, that single AC is enough to freeze us out of here. As we push onward towards the front of the camper, we end up in our bedroom. It has a queen bed that sits on a nice big platform that is built out of aluminum, or at least I should say framed out of aluminum. And notice on either side of that queen bed, we have those solid surface nightstands. There's USB ports, there's a drawer on this side. We've got plugs that tie back to that solar inverter, so those can be used off of the main battery. There's hanging space on the right side, but they left it kind of open so as not to make it too claustrophobic, and they certainly helped with that by giving us that big automotive grade windshield, which is going to give us views out into the campground. Up above we have some more storage in the form of big cabinetry, and they've added a slide into this bedroom. It's a small one, but that's going to give us the bulk of our closet storage in here. It's just several hanging closets, and then down below the bed, this is strut assisted, you can see that we have more storage, and then even lower than that, we've got a 3-drawer system. I think that's kind of cool. And inside here, again, they carve in space wherever they can just to give us extra things. Wherever there was dead space, like this, they've given us a drawer that just kind of comes out of the wall. Clearly, they just had some dead space back there and figured out how to engineer in some extra storage. There's a TV backer plate on the wall here, as well as a GFCI plug and our satellite out, and a 12-volt plug too, so that we can run a TV in the bedroom if you choose to set it up that way. Now, I want to head back to the front by the front door because there's a couple of things going on there. We have another closet, which is kind of nice. It has removable shelves and a hanging rack up top so that we could hang up jackets and coats, or we could use this as a pantry. But more importantly, we have the WeRV control panel here. I really love this thing because it ties back to a Bluetooth app that allows you to control everything from your phone, but this actually has physical switches that light up and have a nice clicky feel to them for running our slides and turning on and off lights, as well as checking tanks. Speaking of running slides in, let's do it. Let's get the slides in on this thing and see what's accessible when we're at a quick pit stop. All right, there it is with the slide all the way in. Well, this thing's pretty accessible if you ask me. We have access to that closet, our refrigerator, definitely the bathroom. That's easy to get into. And almost all of our kitchen. Like, I can really get to all of my countertops, my stove, my sink. I even could sit down on the couch and watch the TV. It's a little tight. I don't know that I would enjoy it, but it seems like it's possible here. So, for a quick pit stop, I'd give this thing 2 thumbs up. The only thing that's not accessible is that bedroom. So you're not taking a nap without running that slide out at least a little bit to get by. Now, let's open this thing back up and check out some of the features outside. You know, when we talk about the exterior of these mini lights, one of the things that often gets glossed over are the things that you don't see. For example, this is a fiberglass sidewall, but underneath we've got Asdel and we've got 6-side aluminum cage construction. They're using aluminum to build out everything that they can, and you can see that in a bunch of different ways. One is through our pass-through storage here, where we have insulated baggage doors, slam latches, and magnetic catches. We open it up and we can see that we've got a huge pass-through, but we also get a glimpse of that aluminum cage construction because they used it just to build up the bed. That's serious quality right there in my mind. They do other cool things like putting all of your additional tools that you need on magnetic catches inside just to get them up and out of the way and organized. Down below we have jacks that are electric. They're controlled at the touch of a button right here on the side of the vehicle, both at the front and at the back. And we've also got prep for solar on the side. Now this is equipped with solar. It has a 200-watt panel up on the roof. This tied back to an 1800-watt inverter, as well as a 30-amp charge controller. But if we wanted to add on to that, Or if you were parked in the shade, you could plug up a solar panel and drag it out into the sun. Now this does come equipped with a large electric awning that runs pretty much the length of the vehicle, and they've situated all of our outside entertainment and cooking up underneath it. That includes these awesome marine grade speakers that you can hook up to via Bluetooth, and they've given us this really cool suburban griddle and some other fun little things like a Forest River branded spatula so that you can brand your burgers if you want. We have a table that disconnects from the wall right here, and there's a TV mount that comes with this unit. Now they've given you the backer plate so that you can pick and install the TV of your choice. Down below we have all of our electric connections as well as our cable out. All of our windows here are frameless, which is a really nice sleek look. At our entry door, we have the MORryde step above system. Now this is on a strut assist, so it moves up and down with ease, and it doesn't just like fall out of the door when we open it up. Nice large grab handle rounds it out, and then at the back, as I mentioned before, we have another button for letting our jacks up and down. At the back of the Mini Lite, we have camera prep up high, so this is for a 12-volt add-on system. There's pretty much plug and play. All the wiring's right there. Furrion offers up the system that has an in-cab monitor, and you could use that for security purposes too. You can pull that monitor into the camper and look around at what's going on. Also back here, there's a 2-inch accessory hitch down at the bottom, so hauling around like bikes or a little cargo rack with a generator or firewood is going to be an option. We have a ladder leading up to our fully walkable roof, and there's even an outside shower back here with hot and cold water. Right now it's got a spray jet on it, so I can see using that in a bunch of different ways. It's super handy for just cleaning things off after a day out hiking or at the beach. There's a spare tire mounted up to our square tube bumper. That's a full-size spare, so that's kind of a nice thing to have. On the off-door side in the back corner, we have our sewage out. So that's going to be down low with our tank pulls. Up right above that, you can see that we have our shoreline power connection in, as well as a spot where if you're in a park that offers cable or satellite, like we can run a piece of coax cable from the box to there. Now, Rockwood has taken advantage of as much dead space as they can anywhere inside that just had kind of an empty spot that they couldn't fill out. They carved it out on the outside and gave us these nice insulated baggage doors with the slam latches so that we can just take advantage of stowing a few extra things. Now this one was optioned in with slide toppers. That is not a standard. That's something that as a dealer we have to option it in. But on a luxury small camper like this, I feel like that's a nice thing that a lot of people really want. We can see that we've got the small slide that's in the bedroom there, and up underneath it, we have our pass-through storage again. This just gives us access to it from the other side. Again, slam latches, insulated doors, magnetic catches, just making everything very easy for the consumer to use. And on this side, we also have a few other things going on. We have our city water connection. We have an antifreeze inlet, which I think is a very cool little thing. And we've got our tank fill here too. We have docking light controls down low to make the front cap just kind of shine. And that front cap is fully molded fiberglass with an automotive grade windshield up here, letting all that light down into the front bedroom. You can see those nice little docking loading lights right there that are LED. Those just look great in the campground or going down the road. They're not super bright, so they're not going to blind anybody. It has the 30-pound tanks on board with this really nice tank cover, and they've given us a dual battery box, which is not something we see across the board in the rest of the industry on campers this small, but I like that that's an option just to give us either 2 lithium batteries should the user choose to install them, or even 2 AGM batteries. More battery power is always great, especially if you're boondocking. We also have an electric tongue jack up front, and it does have a little light for loading. And notice the footplate on it is adjustable so that we can quickly and easily raise it up and down as before we even begin to start using the electric component there. One of the things that Rockwood does that I think is cool for organizational purposes is give us this nifty little docking station for our tow hooks and our 7-pin plugs. It just keeps it up off the ground and keeps it from getting dirty and muddy after a rainstorm. For me personally, the Mini Lite, especially the 2511S, is in my top 10 trailers for couples or solo travelers. It's small enough to where it's going to fit into most state parks and a lot of small sites. It's light enough to where most of your average trucks and like even a few large SUVs are going to be able to tow it with ease. And it feels spacious enough inside to where I really feel like I'm kind of having a nice little vacation. I've got room to get up and move around, and it's well thought out in the way that it's laid out. Overall, I do think it's something that merits coming and seeing for yourself in person if you have an interest in this specific type of floor plan, and you can check it out at Southern RV in McDonough, Georgia. They're right off I-75 between exits 216 and 218. You can also give us a call at 770-477-0552 or check us out online at southernrv.com. If you like this content, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps out a channel like ours. So until next time, guys, happy camping.